Jackson, they're at the post. Away Yan running to a picture-perfect start. He's a shooter, breaks right on cue. Good speed today from Classy Solution. And back at you is right there holding a joint second place position. First Rule came away in that fourth place position. Underdog is fifth in the opening furlong. And Lord Darnley, the longest shot on the board, is last of the six. They race past the 4.5 furlong point. He's a shooter, has a fight on his hands already. And back at you with those good, graceful strides is right there to confront the leader. Classy Solutions in tight while the ground saving third and First Rule is starting to gather sweet momentum. Underdog stays at the rail and Lord Darnley not responsive at the 5/16 pole where Back At You strikes the front. Now coming to the quarter pole, Back At You with a 3/4 of a length lead. He's a shooter, tries the counter, and First Rule is starting to gather momentum too. These are the three players as they turn for home. Back At You leads, but the lead is only a tenuous neck. Outside for First Rule, up the fence, he's a shooter. Late on the scene is Classy Solution, a furlong to go. And here comes First Rule with all that momentum now. First Rule grudgingly hits the top, and First Rule has won it. Up for second was He's a Shooter. Back At You faded late to third. Away Yan running. Missing the break was Lena Has Spec Shoes. Good speed today for crying out loud. Also punching on through is the favorite Childproof. And Alice Harper is right there too, joining that fight for the front. And Nucci stacks him up four across the track and the pace is swift. Second last is Mrs. Bell. And Lena Has Spec Shoes botched it at the start with 4 furlongs to go. So Childproof continues the lead, but tracked intently by Alice Harper. And a 3 wide for crying out loud, who has good momentum too. Nucci comes under a ride up the rail. Coming from the back of the pack is Mrs. Bell, and Lead Aspect Shoe still at the tail of the field. The quarter pole looms for Childproof, who has been under the gun every step of the way. For crying out loud as chased throughout, Alice Harper pops off that rail there into the stretch. For crying out loud, and the red cap takes the fight to Childproof, and those two go shoulder to shoulder in the final 200 yards. Childproof now slowly slipping away at 6-5. For crying out loud could not keep up when it mattered the most, and Childproof stretches those legs to win. Over for crying out loud, who was second, Alice Harper third, and Nucci was fourth. Away Yan running. Nice even start. One from the inside is April Fool's Andy to put that nose in front, but Sports Senator drives to take the lead away, and Praline's Cat makes Blind Eye go 4 wide. Silver Style is 5 deep, and Donegal Danny has a sweet rail skimming run as they climb the first turn with 6 furlongs to go. So Sports Senator emerges from out of the crowd to lead, but the lead's only half a length as April Fool's Candy is on hold in that second place position. 2 lengths down to the top pair include Blind Eye, who travels sweetly in third, and Praline's Cat protects that rail. Donegal Danny's past 1, and Silver Style is last of all. So there's no breathers up top between Sports Editor and April Fool's Andy. They take their fight down to the 3.5. Sports Editor has a neck in front. April Fool's Andy will try to counter in second. Now 6 lengths down is Blind Eye, who's a struggling third. Donegal Danny's now landed fourth. Praline's Cat has no more to give, and Silver Style was never near. Still a good battle brewing between between sports editor and April Fool's Andy. They've spaced the rest of the quarter pole while Blind Eye is trying to hold on to third. They turn to the top of the stretch. Sports editor not out of the woods yet. April Fool's Andy takes the fight to him, and these two to settle the score. April Fool's Andy ducking in badly with sports editor. Late on the scene is Blind Eye for a minor share, but at the 16th pole, April Fool's Andy pulls away. April Fool's Andy has won it. Sports editor ducked in, and that was a costly second. Blind Eye third, and Praline's Cat was fourth. Away and running. Good even start once again. Speed on the outside from the Wolfman today, but there goes Princely God to take over the leading role, and Big City Bob is wrangled back to be in third, a length and a quarter down off the leader. Second last is Royal Spy, and Even Thunder is last of all. So they go down the back of the track, and it's Princely God who controls the affair and shows the way by half a length. The Wolfman is right there in a position to challenge with no excuses today, and a length and a half down to Big City Bob, who protects the rail. Royal Spy tries to grab third outright, and on the far outside, Even Thunder comes under a ride while four deep as they go around the one and only turn. The Wolfman takes the challenge to Princely God now, and 3 lengths down is Royal Spy all by himself in third. Past the quarter pole, the Wolfman off the 244-day layoff has opened up to be a length and a half leader. They swing in. The Wolfman continues the lead. Royal Spy continues the chase. Late on the scene is Big City Bob inside the final furlong, and the Wolfman pours it on. A 4-time winner from the last 5 starts at even money. The Wolfman and Carol Cedeno was second to none over Royal Spy, and then came Big City Bob. Away and running. A good level start for Snooty, who breaks fast, so does Clayton's Candy, and deep on the course, Thunder Buggy is sent hard. Raise Your Game is right there in that joint 4th position with Silver Glen, and Abigail came away in that 5th place position. Up and around the first turn they go. Snooty's in charge at the 6 furlong point, shows the way by 1. Thunder Buggy's a tracking second, and Clayton's Candy rides that rail. Silver Glen's on hold in that 4th place position, and Raise Your Game's a settled 5th. In front of Abigail, who's 6th. Second last is complete, and Projo Magic has a lot of catching up to do. 4.5 furlongs to go, and Thunder Buggy engages Snooty for that lead and puts a nose in front with 4 furlongs to go. Clayton's Candy is right there watching this all unfold in front of her face, only 2 lanes down from the leading roll. Silver Glen's in that 4th place position. Raise Your Game is getting on track with a sweet rail skimming ride. Abigail's starting to gather momentum. Proto Magic's deep on the course and complete stays at that rail. Now the plot thickens. Here comes a 4-wide Raise Your Game of the red cap. Still gotta press past Snooty, Thunder Buggy, and Clayton's Candy. Off the turn, multiple chances here. Clayton's Candy's the first one to kick for home. Here comes complete. Abigail is fighting on, and Raise Your Game is also right there. Still a stack of chances, and Abigail now tries to burst to the lead. Clayton's Candy digs deep. These two to settle the score, but Abigail has the momentum, and Abigail was first over Clayton's Candy, complete, and Raise Your Game. Away and running. A little slow to go is my handsome man. There's the favorite cloud music who bounds away on top. Swifty Devil came away with plenty of early zip, and so did Take a Hint, who's a settled third. And now a distant fourth is Alpha Whiskey. Bright Forecast already comes under a heavy drive in that fifth place position, and my handsome man has to come with a gigantic close. They race down to the four, and Cloud Music has had no breathers today. Swifty Devil takes the battle at the 3.5. They have kicked away by 7. Take a Hint comes under ride and now starts to creep closer in third. Alpha Risky takes fourth. Bright Forecast at the rail, and my handsome man's dropped to the tail. This pace battle ensues. It's Swifty Devil and Cloud Music, but now they start to fade, and Take a Hint comes calling for the lead on the far outside. Homeward bound now, and Take a Hint off of a very quick pace hits the top. Swifty Devil has no more to give. Alpha Whiskey is emerging late, and so is Bright Forecast at the furlong pole. Take a Hint at 6-5 is kicked away by 2, and it's a winning break 2. Swifty Devil battles Alpha Whiskey for second, but it's all Take a Hint who is in front. Alpha Whiskey was second, show photo here, between away and running. Good speed in the center from Cosmic Speculation, who takes the outright lead. Sagrada Ray is sent hard, and so is Kay's Pick. And Highest Distinction came away in a joint third place position. Sonic Speed's in fifth position at the 6.5 in front of 2 who lag behind, which is my boy Patty, and Caught and Collected is at the back of the pack. Up and around the first turn they go. Cosmic Speculation is a fresh leader, with Sagrada Ray taking the fight to him, and those two have kicked away by 3. Case Pick is on a nice tight hold in that third place position, and a nose down from that one is Highest Speculation traveling sweetly in fourth. Sonic Speed behind a quartet of speed, only 3 lengths off the dueling top pair, and there's quite a divide back to my boy Patty, and Caught and Collected has a lot of catching up to do. They just flashed past the 3.5 furlong point. Cosmic Speculation has been hounded every step of the way. Sagrada Ray drops away to be 1 length down off the speed. Highest Distinction is ready to roll. Kay's Pick is trying to wagon weave through traffic. Sonic Speed's in the thick of it too, and my boy Patty is coming alive. Inside the quarter pole, Cosmic Speculation still leads the charge. The lead's down to a nose. Highest Distinction trying to come up and over the top. A distant third is Kay's Pick. They're in the stretch. Highest Distinction now inching away in the concluding stages over Cosmic Speculation. Sonic Speed with a late burst, so with my boy Patty. But the favorite at 4-5 is Highest Distinction, who beats Cosmic Speculation, Sonic Speed, and then came my boy Patty. All set. Away and running. Good speed today from Apache, outside pace pressure from Cosmic Treasure. Miracle Silver's also mixing it up, and Camp Pendleton's on hold. Tech Expectations in front of 1, and Minecrafter was a little slow when the starter said go. Around the first turn they go. Apache leads the charge, and it's a sedate gallop 2, leads the way by a length and a quarter. Cosmic Treasure's on hold in that second place position, and Miracle Silver continues to ride that rail, also in a very cozy hold as they lead the first turn behind. Camp Pendleton wags and weaves into that fourth place position, and there's a massive break back to Texpectation, and Minecrafter still last of all. 5 furlongs out in the last of the day, and Apache makes play. The lead's 3/4 of a length. Cosmic Treasure has shadowed his speed every single step of the way, and now 3 lengths down is Miracle Silver still on hold in third. Tail goes back and forth on Cam Pendleton, who is now 8 lengths down from the top that is held by Apache as they swing left once again. Minecrafter and Techspectation bring up the rear. 3/8 of a mile to go, and Cosmic Treasure comes calling for the lead. Apache's going to try to fight him off, and Miracle Silver looks ever so closer, and Cam Pendleton's getting on track. They pass the quarter pole, and here comes Cosmic Treasure, the first to strike the top, but that was short-lived. Miracle Silver takes the leading roll. Cam Pendleton is rolling now. These are the two principals. Techspectation's trying to land a piece of the trifecta inside the final furlong. Miracle Silver is kicked away by 2. Cam Pendleton holding second. Techspectation moves into third. Miracle Silver at 7-1 has scored the winning blow over Cam Pendleton, Techspectation, and Cosmic Treasure.